We're back again. Good evening. Welcome along to another edition of the Sunday Bunch. Just three of us tonight. Everybody's built on us. Next week, well, everybody will want to be on next week, this week. Anyway, with us tonight, we've got Dino and we've got Lean. Lee, how's your day been?
It's been quiet, mate, because as you know, I've been away all week car camping. So I got back late last night after a 5-hour journey and just took it easy today and did some cleaning and house chores and get ready for Thursday when I come over to the United Kingdom for the football.
There you go, car camping.
Exactly.
Give it a try. And Dino, how's your day been?
Nothing as exotic as what Lee's been doing. I've been to work.
Trust me, mate, it wasn't exotic in my car.
I know you could see, you'd smell it. You'd smell it from the pictures.
Hey, Philly,
anyway, look,
Philly, I came back lighter, Philly. I lost my parasol.
Did you? Right. Listen, we are live, which means you can join us via the live chat if you want to have your say. We're talking all things Sunderland on the run-up to the Premier League season. That's the final friendly game played today. We will touch on that as well. Don't forget, already on the live stream, we have Las Palmas Mackham, who is first again, like he normally is. Scrappy Dog is there, Stephen Thornton, David Joblin, Mandy Gray, SJ, Tony Lee. All right, King of the V's and Lee, partly. All right. So if you've got anything to say, chuck it in there, and let's we'll include you in tonight's stream. We're going to start with yesterday's friendly, which I don't know if you've seen, you've not seen. I don't think you saw it, did you, Lee?
I saw bits of it, man. I caught bits of it.
Right, okay. Osberg 0, Sunderland 1. Overall performance, Dino, what did you think?
Happy, very happy. We created chances. We defended quite well. The stream did go off for about 10 to 15 minutes for whatever reason that was. I don't understand why. And in that time, Eliza, my end, I missed a penalty.
Yeah.
Which we'll have to talk about because
yeah.
But overall, very happy. I'm a little bit disappointed with because he didn't really use his subs. I know it was to get 90 minutes out of the starting 11 because it was only kids he took over. I think the bench from today was the bench yesterday. Still had a Lesic and all that stuff. But overall, happy. I've seen a bit of improvement from Talby. I think I've kind of worked out what kind of winger he is. He's not a player who wants to run at someone. He's a player who wants to get the defender to come forward so he can just do a little 1-2 because he knows he's going to probably beat him for pace. He had a nice strike, saved by the keeper. Overall, positives. I mean, Roofs saved the penalty, made some really good saves defensively, quite good. I'm very happy with the game.
Right. On the chat then very quickly, Sunderland 21 says, happy Dino.
Not today, but yesterday.
Not today. Dino, not any day. So, honestly, man, I think if you won the lottery, I think you'd be miserable. Honestly. Lee, whatever you saw of the game, what did you think?
No, from the part I saw, Phil, it was like basically like the last 20 minutes of the first half, and I had to set off driving. But I thought we looked all right. I mean, I saw Robin Roof save the penalty, and then I caught like the highlights on YouTube, and I think what Dino said, I think we look very good. I think the only concern is that we're not scoring many goals, and that's a problem up top rather than the rest of the team. But before we go on, Phil, I just want a bit of a rant, all right? Because I think I want to criticise the club for the communication and the organisation yesterday of like the Augsburg friendly, because our friends at the German Black Cats, they wrote to the club. I think it was like 4 weeks ago, something like that, when the friendly was announced, trying to organise like a fan zone or a meetup and all that. And the club didn't get back to them. And they didn't get back to them. The club didn't facilitate how to buy tickets. So the German Black Cats talked to the Augsburg fans and they talked to the Augsburg City Hall. and they organised a meetup in the Strap Market, I think it was called. The first 30 Sunderland fans got a free beer. They were allowed free entry into museums all over the city if they wore a Sunderland shirt or a scarf. If they could get 35 fans to meet up, they would go for a free boat trip. And the German Black Cats did all this without the help of the club, who could have just simply put a repost or a tweet out there, but they didn't. And the only thing the club posted was like 20 minutes before 11 o'clock, before the market meetup started. They just said, "This is the place to be, thanks to the German Black Cats." And I thought it was pretty low from the club, because they talk about being fan centric, and I think that the German Black Cats went out of their way, because it wasn't near their location. They had to travel 5 or 6 hours to get there, and to organise all of that, meetups, free museums, free beers, and the club didn't really help them out with that. I thought it was a bit poor from the club.
Right, okay. It's just I'm a little bit loath to criticise the club at the moment. I'm going to say they were too busy spending money. But yeah, I get it. It's a shame, because they've been pretty good on a lot of things recently.
Absolutely, yeah.
But, you know, if it needs pointing out, I mean, there's always room for improvement, and if a lesson's learned from it, then that's a good thing. You know, it's by doing that. So, but well done to the German Sunderland fans out there, the German branch, and for at least having a go and doing that. On the game yesterday, I mean, I saw bits of it. I've got people on the chat here going on about everybody having a meltdown now because of these friendlies. I don't think anybody expected. Well, I wasn't expecting to win today. I think our main team played yesterday, and so I think people, the ones who played today, are going to sort of be on the fringes. So, you know, the chance of getting a result today. But Tam's on there saying you can tell the season's about to start. An absolute meltdown from some of our friends. Shocking. Must have a wobble on if they have to sit in traffic for 5 minutes on the way home. I'm not going to get into that, because I used to leave early when I had to get out of that car park, but I had work to get to and stuff like that. I think that's what he's referring to. Don't forget, of course, hit the like button if you would. We've got 87 on this stream at the moment. Give us a thumbs up. We like to hit 100 if we can on a Sunday. Right, we touched on it. Dino did. We got a penalty, and everybody's stream went off. I'll tell you what, before we do that, there's the official stream as well has been pretty ropey, and I believe I've not seen the game today, but Dino, you're saying, what was the problem with the stream today?
So first half, not a problem, no issues. Second half kicked off. It was stuttering a tiny bit, but it was nothing majestic. It was dealable, and then all of a sudden it just turned into this utter stutter, bumble wumble stream for about half an hour. It was unwatchable. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think we're 2, maybe 3-0 down by this stage, so the game was basically over. But it wasn't the point. I've paid £6.99 to watch the full game, not just a half a game. It didn't look like it. It didn't. I don't even know if the club even knew about it. It was absolutely awful. I did ask one of my other mates, "Is it happening for him? Or is it just my internet?" He said it was happening for him as well. And this was bought on the website. It wasn't one of these dodgy streams. It was bought on the website. And I mean, it's a bit disappointing. I mean, I know it's only a friendly. I know it's only £6.99, but it's not the point. It was a bit of a letdown, to be fair. Like,
right, okay, yeah. There seems to be issues now. Whether or not there'll be refunds issued or not, I don't know. I just quickly want to go on to on the chat here. Conspiracy SAFC saying it wasn't full of kids at all. I didn't say it was full of kids. I said it was fringe players, and it was likely that they would be the fringe players and the first team what played yesterday. So it wasn't full of kids. Not what we said. Roberts Lefay, yeah. So, and there was another one I wanted to bring up. Are Bournemouth doing us on transfer targets as we are doing the Leeds? Every time we're linked with a player, they seem to get them. And Stephen Curtin on the chat, pull yourself together. Thank you very much. Said, evening, lads. Do you think Patterson will start against West Ham? So let's shoot that on to you, Lee.
Before you go there, Philly, I just want to go back to what we were talking about before about the streaming and thing. Like before, we criticised the club for the German Black Cats thing. I think like they have got majority of things right in the last 12 months off the pitch and on the pitch. But I think the streaming service as well, like $6.99 for a friendly, when you know you're going to put like out a team like that, and apart from that, I think the tickets today were £20 as well. And they were posting midweek saying Mark Gue is going to be making his debut. Get your ticket. People might have bought a ticket for that reason. You know what I mean? You know how it works. So I think like the club, I think this weekend there's been a bit of a shambles. I don't think we needed 2 friendlies this weekend. I think 1 friendly against Augsburg would have been enough. Take the whole squad out rather than dividing them. Because I think it's upset some of the squad players. Let's say the players who played today because they put in a half-assed performance. And sorry, Philly, what was the question?
Well, somebody's asking, do you think Patterson should start against West Ham?
No, because he hasn't had a pre-season. Simple as that. And Roof, he's played 2 games and he's looked all right. He's a new signing, but our defence is quite new as well. I would say that Patterson has to stay on the bench for the minute and wait his turn.
Right, okay. Did Mark Gue get a game today?
He wasn't in the squad.
He wasn't even in the squad. Right. Dino, we'll shoot that question at you. Stephen Curtin, pull yourself together. Said, will Patterson start against West Ham? Dino?
No, but this is the thing. Another thing what baffles us with the club. He said he had an injury. He's injured, and then he's in it, and then he's starting. I mean, I frankly don't understand that, to be fair. How can he be injured? No preseason, and all of a sudden he's just chucked in. He didn't really have a good game today. Don't think he really made a save.
Well, maybe the rumours are true. I'm sure we're not going to go into them.
Oh no, I wouldn't bring anything up like that.
But I'm sure most people have heard the rumours. So, is there anything in that? John Nesbitt makes a comment here. Dino, evening all. Dino is only happy when he's miserable.
I see in that. I'm not going to react to that.
Oh, God. Right, okay, look, the stream did go off. And when it went off, Sunderland got a penalty, which, of course, Mayenda took it and finally fired it over the bar. We seem to have a problem with penalties. It started at the end of last season, and maybe we still got a problem. So, well, go on, Dino.
I don't think we've got a problem. I think the problem is players.
Wait. No. We've not got a problem.
No, this season we shouldn't have a problem. We've got Granit Xhaka, proven penalty taker, captain. For me, when players fuss over penalties, it's because it's an easy chance to score. Mayenda, for me, should not be taking a penalty. Not at all. For the simple fact, I don't think he's ever taken one. He's not in great form. You've got a player there, centre mid, Xhaka, captain. He should be taking that ball saying, I'm on it. I'm not being funny. You've got Diarra there, possibly could take one. Apparently, Hume's really good at penalties. Why is Mayenda taking it? Because he wants an easy opportunity to score. I'm sorry, I think it's a selfish thing because you could say Diarra wanted it. Diarra went over to Mayenda, try to get what was taught to him about it, and obviously I'm guessing Diarra give up, went go and then can have it. And I'm sorry for a striker to not even hit the target is beyond a joke. You've got to hit the target. If you don't hit the target, you should never take a penalty.
Right. Well, have you seen the penalty?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, the thing is, I mean, there you go. You say we haven't got a problem, right, with penalties. And you said we've got Xhaka is a proven penalty taker, right? Xhaka was on the pitch yesterday. So obviously we do have a problem because somebody's not sat down and said, right, you're going to take this penalty. And obviously Mayenda's maybe been nominated as penalty taker. So I'll chuck it back to you then, Dino. Are you saying Xhaka should be our penalty taker this season?
Yes, most experienced captain. He's took penalties in the past for Arsenal. Yes, 100%. You've got a player there who can strike a ball. I mean, you've seen his free kick. He hit the bar and post from 20-odd yards out. You're telling me he couldn't put the ball in from 12 yards?
Right, okay. Lee?
I agree with Dino.
Well, do you think we've got a problem with penalties?
Not anymore. Not with Granit Xhaka, no. I think I was surprised that Mayenda took the penalty. And here's another thing, Philly, is that I'm going to throw this out there, but I don't think Mayenda is very good on one-on-ones. He's not very good at finishing. I think when he has too much time to think, he struggles to beat the keeper. When he gets off a snapshot, like he did at Wembley, like he did against Sheffield Wednesday last season, I think he's better when he hasn't got that second to think about what he's going to do. He just shoots it and he'll score. But if he's got to think about it, he'll struggle. And I'm going to give an insight here because there was a video from a Spanish YouTuber lad who came over to Sunderland. He got invited by Mayenda to watch a match, and he did an interview with Mayenda. Mayenda actually said that one of the most difficult things about being a striker in professional football is scoring goals because the keepers are so good. So that tells me that he lacks a bit of composure when it comes to finishing. And I think that's what I've seen. Like we've seen times before when he's been one-on-one with the keeper that he doesn't get. I mean, the goal against Coventry stands out, doesn't it? Because he scored that. He took around the keeper. But he's had moments where he's been one-on-one or he's had good chances, but he's just had too much time to think. And the same with the penalty. He did that stupid slow run-up that I don't like. And in the end, he just like fluffed it, didn't he? He skied it over the bar. So my worry with Mayenda is that I don't think he's got the composure to be a top striker just yet, but that doesn't mean he can't get that in a few years' time because he still is only 20 years old. But in terms of the penalty, I would say Xhaka. You could also look at probably Talby. Looks like a classy player. Adingra looks like they might be calm and composed. You never know, but I wouldn't say that we have a problem with penalties now. At least with Xhaka there, I think he'll take responsibility. He'll stand up.
Right, okay. Dino, you was wanting in there?
Yeah, can I respond to John Nesbitt? Yeah, because this is the thing what really does my head in, right? It really does me head in. So you're saying players better than me and I've missed pens. Check out the Charity Shield today, load of bollocks, Dino. The Charity Shield is played at Wembley Stadium in front of 82,000 people. This was a friendly in Germany, means absolutely nothing. He couldn't even hit the target. There's a thing about pressure. Crystal Palace, that's like another final for them. The Charity Shield is a glorified friendly. It really is. But it's still 82,000 people. You don't want to lose it. It's still a trophy at the end of the day. You don't want to lose it. I'm sure if Sunderland were in that final ever in their lifetime, they wouldn't want to lose it. It's a high pressure game. And right, saying people miss pens, but if you hit the target, the keeper saves it. That's fine. Hold your hand up. Keeper made a good save. But if you're blazing it over the bar from 12 yards out, have a word. I've took 2 penalties in my lifetime. Both times keeper saved it, so I don't take penalties anymore. But I hit the target twice, man. I couldn't even hit the target from 12 yards out. And that's a professional footballer.
Is that when when you played against the blind school as well?
Yeah, you're funny.
You're not just having a go at John Nesbitt because he told you to chill out, are you? No. All right, listen. Different people on the chat. Gary Hoyle says give the penalties to Trey Hume. And he also says penalties should be decided before the game even starts. Shout out to Marianne and Carl Taylor over in Boston, Massachusetts. I hope Mark Gu can finish well in the Premier League. It seems to be our problem at the moment through these friendlies. And I know, friendlies are there to try things out and what have you. But, it does seem like our strikers are not really sort of not doing it. I wouldn't worry too much about these games. Like Tony Lee says, moaning about nothing yet. We're still in dreamland, which we are. We're in the Premier League. We've spent, I saw on social media earlier, 148 million, it looks like, we've spent so far. And it doesn't look like we've finished as yet. So penalty taker. I was saying Xhaka, is that who we're saying?
Yep, 100% Xhaka.
I mean, see, I still would like to see Isidore take a penalty to get it out of his system.
No, I don't want that man to take another penalty. Like, no.
No, it's just he should have taken one towards the end of last season and didn't. Anyway, look, on the plus, I'll tell you what, before we go any further, we need you to just hit the like button if you would. 132 people on the stream already, 48 likes. So we'd like to get to 100 as we do on a Sunday. Hit the thumbs up. It'll take you a second to do that. If you're watching on a mobile device with the live chat, just close the live chat. You see the thumbs up, hit that, and let's get us to 100. And also, if you are watching and you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Cost nought to do, and it does help the channel out. Right, on a plus note with penalties, Robin Roofs saved a penalty, which was, I don't know if you agree, it was never a penalty in a million years. And he saved it. So I think we probably all agree that he's going to be the number one. But who should be his backup? Do you know?
Well, it's probably going to be Patterson. I would like to bring in another keeper, maybe, because I don't see Simon Moore as a good third option, unfortunately. I think he's more there to fill the English quota, because you've got to have so many English players in your squad, I believe. But I would like to have somebody else just in case, because I watched Patterson today. He still looks very shaky on the ball. He doesn't have that confidence, doesn't really command his box. And I think he had 3 shots today and maybe 3 goals go past him. So it's not going to do him the world of confidence, is it?
No, not really. I don't see Moore as being that bad. I don't. From what I've seen of him, it wouldn't worry me if he was sat on the bench. Lee, Robin Roof's number one. Who would be his understudy, if you like?
I think as long as Patterson's here at the club, then I think it's going to be him. I disagree with Dino on Moore. I think he's a decent third choice goalkeeper, because we have to remember that Robin Roof is 22-year-old. Patterson is 23, 24 now. So they still need guidance. Moore's been around. He seems to be a good bloke to have around the dressing room for banter. He's also got high standards. He looks after himself. He may not be up there with quality, but I think as a number 3, let's be honest, he's not going to play many minutes for us, is he not? But to have him around as that kind of older head in the dressing room, I think it's a decent option to have number 3 and Patterson as number 2 as long as he's still here.
Right, okay. Just very quickly, going back to the chat, Bristolian Mackham says Blondie is very good, better than Moore. His distribution and reactions are very good. Right, okay. Is Siddiqui got injured yesterday? Didn't look so good, but have we had any news on that? I've been working today, so I've not. Has anybody heard anything on that? No. Right. If anybody's got any information on the Siddiqui injury, then if you can let us know in the chat.
Ring Philly and let him know.
Don't ring me. Just put it in the chat. I don't want people ringing me. I can't have people ringing me phone. All my girls ringing me phone, man. So, right. Is this team ready for the Premiership? I mean, we've spent a lot of money. Do you think we're ready for Saturday? Ready to go, Lee?
I think apart from in front, yeah. I think we've got a good back 5, possibly sealed as the weak link, but we haven't got anyone else, although we've been linked with a Paraguayan defender who plays for Spanish club Getafe called, what's his name? Is Omar Alderete, I think he's called. He was third. Yeah, he was third best centre-back in La Liga last season in terms of stats, behind Danny Vivian of Athletic Bilbao and Inigo Martinez of Barcelona. So
what position does he play?
He's a centre-back, but he can play a left-back as well. But he's primarily a centre-back, and he's a 28-year-old. Apparently, that's being confirmed by a Spanish journalist as being very close to being signed. So I would say that our defence is looking quite good. I've been really impressed by Reynaldo in the matches that he's played. I think as a left back, I think he's going to offer Adingra a lot of help going forward on the overlap. And he's also very athletic and he's very strong. He won the penalty yesterday. So I think he'll have a good season. Midfield, I think that's got a lot of potential. But I think the weak link is forwards scoring goals, because we've only scored 3 goals in the whole of pre-season if you consider all of the big matches. No, if you don't consider South Shields. You've got Lefay scored against Sevilla, you've got Adingra scored against Hull, and Diarra scored yesterday. In comparison, if we look at West Ham, I think have scored 8 goals in their matches. Like Nicholas Fulkrug scored 3, Jared Bourne scored 2, Lucas Paqueta scored 2. So they seem to have a little bit more flow with the goals. But I would say that that's our Achilles heel is scoring goals. So next week, I'm confident, but I don't think we'd expect like a 4-0 or a 3-0 win. I think it's going to be, if we're going to win, it's going to be like a 1-0.
Right, okay. Just very quickly on the chat, SJ says Moore isn't Premiership quality. D Hall says Pato 25. Are the squad numbers out yet? Because I've been watching for them. I've not seen them.
Has he not seen he's 25 years old? Because we've seen he's 23. Might be, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I was thinking it was being given a squad number, but maybe I've just got that wrong. Marianne and Carl Taylor say Sadiq injury is not that bad. So that's pretty good. Dino, is this team ready for the Premiership, or is it true that they're just going to come straight back down in your eyes?
I mean, I disagree with Lee on a few things. I mean, I love when Lee, when the Spanish players are linked in Spanish teams, he gets into his element, doesn't he, by saying all these pronunciations right. Yeah, it's dead funny.
Yeah, but the thing is, but it's brilliant because he's our man in Spain. So if you link to anybody Spanish, Lee tends to know a lot more about them than what we do. I mean,
but the thing is, when do we ever buy players from Spain? We seem to be buying a lot of players from Spain. We're linked a lot. We've got a Spanish lad there.
Yeah, but until last week, when he told us the pronunciation of Mark Guy, we were calling him Guy-wee, we just didn't know what to call him. But we know now. Anyway, continue there.
Yes, other than that, I mean, I think the midfield is quality all over. I mean, Xhaka, Sadiqi's looking quite good. Diarra's actually looking very good. You've got Lefay there. If he's going to start or not is another matter. I think Adingra's good. Talby, I'm still a bit unsure of. I've been more impressed with Roberts than I have Adingra with Talby. Striker's definitely an issue. Hopefully this Guy comes good. Hopefully, because it's just a shot in the dark. Guy's a bit of a shot in the dark because he's very unknown and we don't know how he's going to play. In the defence, obviously, that is our weakest link at the minute because we've got no cover for Hume if he gets injured. Left back's kind of sorted, and obviously we're still waiting for 09 to come back. Obviously, Seal's in there. Obviously, we all know Ballard probably is going to be good enough. No worries with a keeper if Roofs is the starter. It's mainly a bit of the depth. We're lacking a bit of depth, I believe. But other than that, again, teams come up and you don't have to have a full-strength Premier League squad because your Premier League, the good enough players can carry you through because they make the lower players a bit better because they're playing with better players. So it gets them up a bit, like 10, 20%. Their ability goes up a little bit. So you don't need a full 11 of brilliant players. You just need to have the good players bring out the best of the players who aren't as good.
Right. Just very quickly. You said no cover for Hume. Would you not include Huggins in that then?
For me, Huggins, yeah, he's very injury prone. I'd be no doubt if he gets an injury, he'll be out for a couple of months. And again, someone mentioned this, you kind of gone from League One to Premier League, play no games in the Championship season and be a Premier League player. It's just not really feasible. He hasn't developed a lot.
Right, okay. Back to the chat just very quickly. D Hall says Pato is age 25, so that's what that was about. Colin Major, I knew you were going to mention. Yeah, I love him. because I forgot about these. Dino, do you still have your disco lights? Have you still got your disco lights?
No, I don't.
Oh, Dino. Oh, you've got to get some more, man. Oh, they were great. Lee, you might not know, but when Dino was on the last time, like years ago, he always had his disco lights, and they'd either be on or off, or depending on what mood he was. Depending on his mood, they were normally off, to be honest. But if he was happy, they used to come on once a year. Right, okay. You mentioned about Talby.
Can I just say one more thing? And one more thing I disagree with Leon. He's looked at West Ham, how many goals them have scored and how many we scored, which I get, I understand it. But Sunderland are going to play probably more defensive and try and nick goals. So that might be our tactic, just try and get the goal 1-0, defend the lead, because that's just what we're probably going to play. Whereas West Ham have been Premier League for a lot of years. They're probably a bit more fluid than us. So just because they score more goals doesn't mean they're infinitely going to win, because at the end of the day, not the best team doesn't always win.
All right.
Look at their coach though as well, Dino, Graham Potter.
I mean, he didn't have a good time of it in Chelsea.
Well, yeah, but he was at Brighton and he basically...
He done well with Brighton. But again, a coach doesn't change everything straight away. It takes time. He's only been there, half a season? Was he half a season last season, maybe? So, and again, there's rumour, I've seen other people say that the players at West Ham don't get him. They didn't really have an identity last season when he came a part of the team. Do you know what I mean? That might have changed. But again...
But the thing is, Dino, is that their forward players are scoring goals. Paqueta, Fulkrug and Bourne. And that's what we haven't got at the minute.
But we're not conceding many. We're not conceding many goals, though.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Apart from today.
Let me quickly jump on then. John Nesbitt says West Ham are no mugs, and will be very difficult to beat. They'll know we have not got many goals in us, so they'll have patience and take their chances, and we'll get sucker punched. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully we'll have all that. We'll be prepared for all that. Mandy Gray mentions you getting cream pied off Raymondo. Yeah, that was legendary. What I was going to say, Dino, Talby, you mentioned him last week, and I didn't get a chance to really see the game, so I hadn't watched it, but I watched yesterday, and I didn't think he was that bad. I didn't.
Well, I agree with you. Yes, he wasn't that bad, but the thing is, right, on one side you've got a Dingra who wants to run at players. He wants to get past them. He wants to try and take them on again. Talby, he gets the ball and he'll stand still. He'll wait for the defender to come to him. He'll pretend he's going to run. He doesn't. And then he'll pass it off. But there was a few nice times where he got closed down very quick and he nipped the ball to one of the Sunderland players on the left and played a little 1-2. And I don't feel like he's the bloke who's going to take someone on, but he'll play the 1-2s, intricate pass and get past. He had a good game yesterday. But when you're used to having Roberts on one wing, Mundell on the other, and all they want to do is get at the defender, and then Talby, who's not doing that, it kind of frustrates you because you're used to Roberts getting, like Roberts today, gets the ball, he's looking to get past his man every time. Talby's just not like that, and it's a bit frustrating because he's got the pace, he's probably got the dribbling ability, but I feel like Talby is a winger who wants to knock it with 1-2s, not trying to take his man on. That's the feeling I'm getting with Talby at the minute.
What's bad about that if he wants to do that?
Because it wasn't working when in the first couple of games he wasn't making the right runs. He seemed to be in the centre all the time. He just wasn't doing the things you expect a winger to do to get out of man. He had a good game yesterday, yeah, he did. But again, it's Augsburg, mid-table in Bundesliga, and them were very. There was no tempo to that game yesterday. It was very slow when they had the ball. When you're in the Premier League, it's non-stop tempo. You can't stop. You don't get a second to breathe. You've got to be on it. Yesterday's game was a bit of a slow burner.
Right. Okay. Well, look. We'll do the like. We've got 65 likes at the moment, so if we've got another 35 people will hit that thumbs up. That'll get us to the magic 100, as we like to get to. On a Sunday, just hit the thumbs up. Take a second to do that, and don't forget, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It's free to subscribe. Today, Sunderland 0, Rayo Vallecano 3. I've not seen it, so I'll be honest with you. But what did stand out for me, lots and lots of rumours this week about Enzo Lefay. He's not happy. He's he wants to leave, on all these sort of tales. What we're knocking about social media, and he gets picked for the team. So is that not a better way of saying it's a load of nonsense? Did you think there was anything in it, Dino?
Honestly, today, yes. Because let's put it this way, right? Lefay was our main man last year when he wasn't injured. He was doing bits. And then now, instead of playing with probably the first 11 in Germany, he's been dropped with the fringe players and the under-21s. So to me, would you not be frustrated if you're thinking you're going to be playing with the likes of Xhaka and Diarra, Adingra, and you sat there playing with Huggins, Pig and Brown on the left wing, Isidore up front?
Sorry, Dino, is this not then? Does this not back up Lee's point of having these two games? They should have just done the one, because the whole squad would have gone united as one, and it then wouldn't. I mean, if there is anything in these rumours, it could have been caused by the fact that, right, you're going to play in this game, you're going to play in that game. Now, I'm sure he's not said, right, people who go to Germany, you're going to more or less be me starting 11, in against West Ham, and people who are going to play today, well, you're going to be on the fringes. I don't think it would be that silly.
You only have to look at the squad you're in to realise where you are in Reggie's plan. Let's be fair. You're playing with Dan Neil. He hasn't played with the full strength squad yet. Neither has Roberts. Do you know what I mean? You're playing with the lads who are probably bench/fringe players, and you're expecting to be playing week in, week out. I think this is the reason why he left Roma, because he wasn't playing. And now he's looking around him. He's got all these players who are under contract, like Neil. He doesn't know if he's going to sign a new contract. Pato, the controversy around Pato, and he's standing around these players going, why am I playing with these lot when I should be playing with the first team players? It just doesn't look good. I would be a bit concerned if I was in that team today and I'm not with the lads in Germany. I would be really concerned.
Right, okay, but on the chat here, right, Tam says, what would Reggie have learned from playing Enzo yesterday? He already knows him. He's known him from being a kid. So he knows him inside out. He doesn't need to really know anymore. We had him last season. We all saw what he was capable of doing.
No.
But, it's
got nothing to do how well you know him, man. It's got nothing to do with that. You've got to make sure you can gel with the rest of the players.
Exactly. It's a new squad. It's a new squad of players. New midfield.
So what about, are we saying then that Isidore is not really in his plans either? Because, I mean, he was on fire last year. And and he wasn't. Now he's been injured, so obviously just coming back in. So how's Wilson going to react? Is he going to then react the same as Lefay if it's true about these? Go on, Dino.
Well, you can only play one striker, and you've got three. So whoever's scoring the goals, you're not going to drop your striker, are you? So. You're in competition. You're in competition with another two players, whereas Lefay, he's only in competition. He's in competition with three players, but you play three in midfield, so you've got more of a chance of getting in.
All right, then. Lee, do you think there's anything in the rumours then with Lefay or well, it's over to you.
Well, I mean, Philly, do you remember last week we talked with Terry as well? Terry was saying that if I'm on the bench, I want to get on the pitch. I'm a young lad. I want to do my best and try and prove them wrong. And I said that it doesn't work like that nowadays. You know what I mean? If a young player nowadays isn't getting the game, he'll just jump ship at the earliest point. And I think that we've got players like Neil, Roberts, Isidore, Patterson, Rigg. We can't just cast them off as squad players. They have to kind of feel part of the squad and believe they've got a chance. And I think that this friendly today against Rayo Vallecano, this didn't make any sense, because you've totally isolated a group of players that, had they been in Germany yesterday and got 30 minutes, been bonding with the team and think, listen, I've got 30 minutes. Okay, I'm not going to start the match, but if I get brought on after 60 minutes, I've got 30 minutes to prove to the manager that I'm going to get into the squad next week. I'm going to get into the starting 11 next week. But if you put them in against Ray Vallecano with what's he called, Harrison Jones at left back, he's a centre midfielder, the young lad Lavery, Triantis, you know what I mean, Alan Brown, you're not going to kind of give them confidence or belief. And I think that it's a bit of bad management from Lebris, and I think it's a bit of bad organisation from the club to organise these two friendlies. I think one friendly would have been enough. Give your best 11, 60 minutes, and then bring on the players that could have a chance of staking a claim, because I think that, as we mentioned, like Talby hasn't done it yet, but I think he has the potential. So I think that overall, I don't think the club and Lebris have done those players any favours in terms of creating a good dressing room. I think that we needed the squad together this weekend, I think, rather than separated.
Right, okay, I'll bring you in just now, Dino. Yeah, Alan Gardner's basically saying the same. The management have made a mistake here. They should have had a mixture of the first team. So maybe this friendly at home, has caused more issues than it's resolved. Dino?
I mean, Lefay will probably be thinking, like some players will think, it's 90 minutes, I get a full game, 90 minutes. The result doesn't matter because everyone says pre-season is about getting legs. But these are the last two games before pre-season, so it's the last chance for a manager to see what you're capable of. Yeah, Lebris knows what Lefay adds, but Lefay's probably thinking, why am I not playing with the potential first team right there if I'm playing with these lads who are, some of them are even on the way out. Trantis is linked away, Neil's controversy with his contract, Patterson, don't know what's going on with him. Brown's playing on the left side of midfield. He's a centre midfield. Do you know what I mean? It was a mixed match picking squad, and I think it would knock confidence of players like Lefay thinking, am I not in these plans yet?
Yeah, to be fair, Jim N on the chat makes a point, saying Reggie said he wanted players to get 90 minutes for fitness. So by playing the two games, they have literally got 90 minutes gameplay under the belt, Lee.
Yeah, but Philly, do you think any of those players that played today got anything out of that game fitness-wise? Because I didn't see that. I just saw Neil, Lefay, Isidore running half-assed because they know they're not going to be involved next week. So I don't think that you can say, okay, they got 90 minutes fitness or they got 70 minutes of game time, but did they really bust a bollock to stake a claim? And none of them did. None of them did.
They don't deserve a chance in the first team. Then that's it's no good going out and then getting a lip on and sulking because you've not gone away to Germany the day before. You should be saying, right, okay, if he does see me as a fringe player, I'm going to get on here today and I'm going to bust the gut and I'm going to play on my skin and I'm going to make sure that come next week when we play West Ham, he's got something to think about. Dino, we'll bring you in first.
I disagree with Lee there. I think two players for me stood out today. I thought Robert stood out. Every time he got the ball, he tried to make something happen. In first half, I thought Neil was brilliant first half. He was getting past his man. He was doing things. With Neil, he's got good ability, but he always tries to look for the spectacular pass, which he can't do. If he kept it simple, he'd be a lot better of a player, but he tries to over-exaggerate himself, try to do things he cannot really do. And you know who I was really disappointed in today? Chris Rigg.
Me.
Chris Rigg today. He done a spin on the edge of his own box, tried to flick around the player. He got the ball, took off him, and they scored from it. And it was like, I know he hasn't played any preseason games, so he might be lacking a bit of sharpness, but that's just a simple decision. You don't try and do stuff like that in your own half.
Right, okay.
And in the Prem, you're not going to get away with
that. Lee, you was one in there?
Yeah, I think Philly, though, if you're going to fight for your place, though, it depends on the players you've got around you. You know what I mean? And our start 11 day was very disjointed. We've got Triantis playing as centre-back when seemingly his best position is centre midfield. Harrison Jones at left-back. Huggins, who hasn't played much football in the last 2 years, at right-back. Young lad Lavery at centre-back. I just think that if you want these players to get fitness and you want them to kind of stake a claim, they need to be playing in a team full of players in a system where there's like a logic and it's work.
Yeah, but is it not just about getting fitness? You know what I mean? It's like I know you can say it's the week before kickoff. We should be playing our 11 what are basically going to start so they know how to play together and stuff like that. I get that. but maybe he's got his 11 in his mind, but still needs other players up to the fitness. Carry on, Lee, then I'll bring you back in, Dino.
Yeah, but next week, imagine we need a goal next week off the bench. And you're looking off the bench and you think, who have we got? We've got Isidore, we've got Neil. Okay, by names, we know them from previous. But we're thinking pre-season, we're thinking, shit, they've done nothing.
Right, okay.
So that's why I think that the better man management needs to come in. That's why I just think that this last friendly against Rayo was unnecessary. I think it would have been better to give 60 minutes to the players yesterday and then 30 minutes to the other players to stake a claim. As we said, we've signed 10 players this summer. It's 10 players, and there's going to be more.
Right, okay. Let me bring Dino in there, Lee. Dino?
You want to know why what you said there was absolute bullshit? You want to know why? Because if it was just for fitness, why wouldn't he mix the teams up? You don't have to have a full strong and then a weak side. You can mix them up. You can have Diarra in the centre with Lefay. You could have Siddiqui with Xhaka.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean? You don't have to have the full midfield. You can mix and match.
Yeah, but because Dino, maybe in Germany that is more or less his team of the way he's thinking. You know what I mean? So at least if you're going to get
that would prove our point, right? Then that would prove the point that Lefay will be unhappy because he's in the team on the first team. That would prove the point, right?
We hark back to what Tam says. He doesn't need to know anything about Lefay. He's tried and tested it. He knows exactly what he can do. He might have it in his head. I don't need to send him over there so I can, because I know exactly where he's going to fit in come the West Ham game.
Can I just bust your point right there, right? So everyone knows what Gerrard can do and Lampard can do for the clubs. You put them in England together, couldn't play together. That's what you need to find out with Lefay. If he can mix it with Diarra, Xhaka, Siddiqui. But you're not going to find out if you don't play him. Everyone said Lampard, Gerrard should be able to play together. They never could. Everyone was always screaming, why can't they play together? That's that theory bunked right there.
Right, okay. I need to try and move on as best I can because this morning we've signed another player. So that is that 9 now we've signed?
10, I think it is.
We've signed,
and that's the thing. Could you have not chucked him into the starting lineup today? It's the last friendly. Why couldn't you just chuck him in at left back?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. There might be rules and regulations on paperwork, so I don't know. Anyway, all I want to say is we've signed a new player. All right. I'm going to put his. If you Google it and you go on Wikipedia, right? His full name is this. I'm just going to put it up. So if anybody wants to pronounce that, I'll tell you what. He's a left back, and he better be a good. Yeah, he better be a good author. Is what I'm saying. So it did sort of make me laugh. But that's the child in me. So we've signed him left back. I think we've got him for free, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we've got him on a free. He was at West Ham for a while. Had what
7 years, I think, Philly.
Yeah, 105 appearances he had for West Ham, but he's here now, and it's another left back, which means when Sirkin's injured, it's extra cover there. Thoughts on him, Lee?
I think he's going to be backup, but not for Sirkin. I think for Reinildo. I think Reinildo will be our starting left back this season.
No, I'm on about when Sirkin's injured. I'm saying it's
no, but but Sirkin, I think he could be off Philly because, as we said last week, he's in his last year of his contract. Negotiations have been going on for a good at least 8-10 months. Same as with Neil, no agreement's been made. He's injured at the minute. He's not going to be fit until September. So I think Sirkin might struggle to get back into the team. And with him being in the last year of his contract, I reckon we could cash in on him if we get a decent offer. But Arthur Masuaku is his name. I don't want to say his first name, like fucker.
I don't want to say his first name, but I'll do it anyway. There you go.
But 31 years old. He's got good experience. He's been playing in Besiktas. He's played at West Ham. I think, yeah, another experienced player. That's what we need. We need experienced people who've been playing at a good level for the last few years. Why not?
Right, okay. Dino, thoughts on him? Do you know much about him?
Yeah, I mean, I used to watch him when he played for West Ham. He done one of these mad skills, and where like he was in the corner, he was surrounded by two players, and he done like a little flick and then flicked it over the heads, and so he's a bit of a skillful player. He's already said in his interview he likes to dribble with the ball, he likes to run forward, but I know he's got a bit of a lack of defensive ability. But that seems to be most defenders these days, especially left back and right back. They don't really have a good defensive mind. Look what everyone said about Trent Alexander-Arnold. Great going forward, but can't defend. This is not putting him in the same bracket as Trent, but it's the same case. Good going forward, can cross the ball, can dribble with the ball, but his defensive ability is a bit lacking. But that's just the norm these days.
Right, okay. Marianne and Carl Taylor, have we signed Alderete yet? Not heard anything. I'm just trying to bring it up now, see if there's anything online. Las Palmas Macklem says, if Neil and Serkin won't sign, then we need to get some money in there as well for them. I don't know. Another thing then, because we've only got, we've got less than 10 minutes now. So let's look towards Saturday and West Ham. Would you say they're the ideal team for us to play first game of the season back in the Premier? Dino?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, they didn't have the best season last season. They've got a kind of newish manager. I don't know who they've signed. I don't know who they've let go. But I think it's a good test because I do believe, in a way, West Ham might be down there this season. So it's a good first test for it. I think it's definitely a winnable game. I'm more intrigued to see what team he puts out, and I'm very intrigued to see how the team's going to actually play in a high-intensity environment because all these friendlies is just a little kickabout, really. There's no intensity about it, no tempo. It's very slow. When it's the Premier League, it's not going to be like that. So it's going to be good to see what the players are like under a bit of tempo and see how we play. It's going to be interesting. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Right, okay. Lee, West Ham, they're perfect opponents for us first game back.
I think it's better than having like an Arsenal or Liverpool, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, last season they finished 14th, didn't they? So they'll be hoping to kick on. They got a new coach, didn't they, last season with Graham Potter. They have got some decent players, but I think with us being at home and the feel-good factor that there is around the club at the minute, I mean, I think that we do have a good chance, but my concern is just like, is the goals. And I can't see us winning by more than the goal at the minute.
Right, okay. John,
could I ask, would you take a 0-0 draw for the first game of the season?
No.
Absolutely, I would, yeah.
No.
Would you not?
No.
Clean sheets. First game of the season.
I think we've got a sellout stadium. The atmosphere is going to be close to what it was against Coventry in that second leg. I think if we don't get a win, I just think it's not going to do our confidence any good. I think, you know.
Wait there, Philly. Wait there. Say it's a really good game. Chances are created. Keepers are just making saves, and like a certain decision doesn't go your way, and it's a 0-0. Would you not take that? It's not a boring game. It's an entertaining game.
I'm not taking a 0-0 before, or I'm not taking a draw before kickoff. I think before we'd got into the transfer market and spent what we spent, and to be fair, I know it's going to probably take a few games for us to all settle in and gel, playing together. But I think the players owe it to the owners who've gone out and said, look, you're not going to be the whipping boys this season in the Premier. You're right. We are giving you all the tools to deliver. We're going to give you a chance. And I ain't taking a draw. And I don't think it will be a draw. I think it's a great start for us. I mean, no disrespect to West Ham. And, they say about this, the gap between the Championship and the Premiership is massive. All right, but I don't think the gap between the Championship and a West Ham and people like that is as big as what people make out. Plus, because of what we spent, I don't think that gap's going to be there now. I think we'll match any lower half Premiership League team now. That's my thought. Dino,
that's a statement, that, mate. No, I'm not. I'm saying, that's a statement, because just because you spend a load of money doesn't make you up there. You've got to buy the right players. I do feel like we've bought the right players. I think we've brought in some good players, some unproven, but I feel like we've got a good balance, but we still need a little bit more. We still do. But the gap is up. If you're saying that the gap's not massive, in West Ham are 14th, and the bottom three teams who are in the Championship who got promoted went down, it just shows that the gap is that big. Don't forget Man United. Was it Man United or Tottenham who finished 17th?
But you can't gauge that. You can't gauge, them finishing down there as something what happens, every year. It's just one of them things that Nottingham Forest being right up there, is not the norm. So Man United being right down there, and Tottenham finished just above the bottom three, didn't they? That's not the norm either. So anyway, just very quickly, I want to go at the chat here because somebody said about our new signing. Oh, John Nesbitt, West Ham fan, say he's good pushing forward, not that good at defending, which is not what you want to hear about a left back, really. I was going to ask you, who do you think we need to look out for in the West Ham team? But go on, Lee, was you one in there?
No, I just want to say as well, Philly, we haven't talked about it, but Elias Mayenda signed a new contract, didn't he, earlier in the week, 2030. So he's got a big pressure on his back this season, I think, as well, to kind of deliver, because it looks like he's going to go into the season as our number one striker. And as I mentioned before, I do like him, but I think he's still a bit raw. And there was a chance yesterday in the Augsburg game where, obviously, he missed a penalty, and he was one-on-one, and he missed that. And I think that he needs to learn how to finish better, but have better composure.
Right. Okay. Look, I did have it down on me notes to bring up, but we're not going to get it down. I've got because Chris Rigg signed a new contract as well. So Rigg and Mayenda have signed longer contracts, which is a good thing. We've got 2 minutes left. We've only got 75 likes. How are you, man? What are you doing out there? We've got 150 people on the stream. We need 25 of you to hit the thumbs up. Just give us a like there. Let's get us to 100 as we normally do on a Sunday. I was going to say, do we need to look out for? I'm running out of time. There's a couple of people in the chat have mentioned Bowen, apparently. Is that Jim Bowen? Anyway, so but it remains to be seen. So all I want to ask of you lads is let's get a score prediction for next week. Dino, Sunderland versus West Ham United.
I'm going to go with an ambitious 0-0.
An ambitious 0-0.
Yes.
Dino,
yes.
Man, you upset me so many times, man. Honestly, 0-0. Oh, Lee, don't you do the same to me? You are, and you are.
I'm going to go one better. I'm going to go for 1-1, Philly.
Oh, for goodness sake, what's the matter with you, man? Honestly, there's going to be 48,000 fans in that stadium.
48,000 fans doesn't win your football games.
No, all right. So does all those fans with creating an atmosphere, does that not matter at all? Then do you not?
Wait there. It can help you, but some players don't thrive under pressure and they get worse. It swings both ways.
Listen, I know the attendance doesn't win your games. I know I'm not stupid, but you're not telling me, right, that, the atmosphere is going to be electric. Those players are going to be up for it. And if they're not up for it, then they don't deserve to pull the shirt on again. It's as simple as that. And I think that will be an extra bonus for us. Go on, Lee.
No, I think Philly as well. Like, we've only won one pre-season friendly game as well. I mean, people say pre-season friendlies don't count, but
they don't.
They do and they don't, don't they? They do
Well,
and they don't.
all right. What happened at the start of last season with our pre-season friendlies?
We're in the championship. We're in the championship. This is the
Well,
Premier League.
no,
It's totally different.
it doesn't matter.
Totally different.
A pre-season friendly is exactly what it is. It's to get you fit, to try things out and all that. It doesn't matter what league you're in. It's a friendly. All right. We did crap last season. We got promoted. So it means absolutely nothing. People who are getting all heads up about it need to give their head a shake. But anyway.
Just being more cautious, Philly. Being more cautious.
No, well, listen. My prediction is going to be... See, I don't even think we'll concede, but I'm going to say 2-1 to Sunderland. All right. I'd like to say 2-0, but...
you don't think we'll concede, but 2-1. Make that make sense.
Well, no, I just want to give myself a chance because, I do me 3-1 bet every match.
Yeah.
I've decided this season I'm doing 2-1. I'm doing 2-1. I'm going to put more money on, and I'm going to do 2-1 instead of 3-1. So there you go. So all my predictions are probably going to be 2-1 for this season, and that's where we're going to be. Listen, if you go into the game next week, enjoy the game. It's going to be an absolutely tremendous atmosphere. Let's hope the lads do it for us. Lee is coming over all the way from Spain. So if you see Lee, make sure you say hello. If he's in a pub, buy him a pint. Do that. If you've got nothing to do pre-match, I'll be doing my show in the Wheat Sheaf. Get yourself in there. We get the atmosphere going. Get everybody singing. And we put loads of hooks up around the bar because we'd like to get everybody's flags up this season because that always looks great when you go in a bar. So if you've got a Sunderland flag, bring it in. If you're coming in the Wheat Sheaf, get it up on the wall and have a good sing along. We'll get you in good voice ready for going over for that first game back in the Premier League. Well, that's about it, lads. Dino, would you just like to say bye to everybody?
Bye. You know what, Phil? This time next week when we're on here, we'll know if we've won, lost, draw, how we've played. It's going to be interesting. And like you say, everyone's going to want to be on here to talk about the match.
Yeah, everybody's going to want to be on. Exactly. Never mind. Right, listen. Lee, in your customary Spanish, what are you saying?
Yeah. Buena semana para todos. Nos vemos en el Stadium of Light el sábado que viene. Hacemos el estadio como una fortaleza, como fue hace años. Y how are the lads? Go on, Philly, translate that.
Yeah, he said, come on, Sunderland, at the end.
I said, Philly, you owe me a pint. No, I said, listen, I'll see you all next week at the Stadium of Light. Let's make the Stadium of Light a fortress like it used to be. How are the lads?
Right, okay, listen, that just about wraps it up. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't forget it's a big one next week. First one back in the Premier League. Make sure you join us for that. There's probably some content going on the channel in the week as well. So don't forget, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. And if you're a member of the channel, watch for your name in the credits at the end. We'll see you. Bye-bye.